up? It's Grace, and right now I'm going to be filming a book haul. This is my second time filming this because the first time I filmed it, I had forgotten 2 books, and then also a package came in the mail for me, so I decided I'll just refilm it. Most of these books I received, but some of them I bought, and yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into them. So the first book I'm going to talk about I don't own anymore, and that is The Cursed Child. That is the first book that I read this month, and I really sadly did not like that book. And I was watching people's reviews for it. Some are super stellar, some are not good, and when I was looking at the ones that were not good, I was like, oh come on guys, you're probably comparing this play with the rest of the series, and you can't do that because you can't compare that. But I read it, I really didn't like it. I really hated the storyline. It's just not, there's just so many problems I had with it. I didn't like it so much that I sold it to my local used bookstore because I had paid full price for it at Barnes & Noble. Well, I'm a member, so I get some discount, but I didn't like it, sadly, and I wanted to love it, so I sold it to my local used bookstore. So continuing on. So the first book that I received is really, really awesome, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, and that is the book of Veganish by Kathy Freston. And I was sent this by Farron over at Avery Books, so thank you so much, Farron, for thinking of me when sending this. This not only has awesome vegan recipes, but a lot of advice on how to save money and how to talk to people about, you know, being vegan or not even being vegan. Doing anything that will help, you know, save some animals or help our planet out. And I think it's really cool because when I was not in this lifestyle and when people would talk to me about vegetarian or being vegan, I'd be like, dude, animals are way too good. Bacon, it's freaking delicious. And bacon is delicious, but there's also an alternative bacon that you can get from like Trader Joe's that tastes exactly like bacon, and it's awesome. It's just really cool, and it has awesome advice about, you know, talking to people about being vegan and not, you know, pushing your beliefs down people's throats. You don't want to do that. It's really hard to change people's minds, but, you know, just do your part, and I think that this book is so cool and awesome, and I'm just very, very excited to get some use out of it. The next book I have here I received from Harper, so thank you so very much, Harper, for sending me this, and that is The Rift Uprising by Amy S. Foster. This sounds like a really good kind of spooky, Area 51-ish, but different book that's great for October. And so this follows a girl, her name is Rin, she's 17, and she is this elite soldier. She's basically been trained her whole life to protect this thing called the Rift, which is this portal to alternate Earths, and a bunch of scientists don't know how to control it, they don't know how to close it, and it's kind of this one big mystery. And one day this guy comes in and he starts to ask Rin a bunch of questions about the Rift that she's never dared to ask, and she begins to question everything she's learned in the past 6 years. I'm getting kind of like some alien-ish vibes. I don't know, maybe the government's hiding stuff from us. I don't know, it sounds really, really exciting, and I cannot wait to read this. I hope that it is a bit spooky and creepy. So yeah, I will be reading this in October. The next book I received from Penguin was The Best Surprise of My Life. I had kind of a bad day at work and I was really tired when I got home, and this package was there, and it was the most exciting thing ever. And that is A Torch Against Night by Saba Tahir. And not only did it come with a book, but it came with this like arm cuff and some socks. And I love socks. Who doesn't love socks? When you're adult, socks are like, again, the best thing ever. I absolutely loved An Ember in the Ashes, which is the first book in this series. I know the hype is real with that book, but it is well deserved. I absolutely loved it, and I'm actually reading this one, and I'm 182 pages into it, and I'm really enjoying it. This book is addicting, just like An Ember in the Ashes. I read An Ember in the Ashes in like a day, and so they're just really easy to read, even though they're high fantasy. I am so happy, so thank you so much, Penguin, for sending me this. It means a lot. The next book I bought, and that is A Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson, which is the last book in the Remnant Chronicles. This is one of my favorite series. It is so good. I've actually already started this, and I put it down because it's a chunker, and I need to like have some time, some downtime to read this, and I'm 25 pages in, and I was really enjoying it. Heard really great things about it, so that's promising, and I'm just really excited to see how this is gonna end. I'm scared. I still vividly remember what happened in the last book, and yeah, so I'm very excited to read this one. Niece woke up, but she's a shy one, so can you please maybe sing us a song?
Little sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. What you never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't please take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, I was mistaken. I held you in my arms.
When I woke you, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. Man, that song is depressing. That's not a very happy song. So the next book I'm going to talk about I received in my Owl Crate for the month of July, I believe it was. And that is this Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I do not know much about this book besides it's written by Victoria Schwab, which is one of my favorite authors because she wrote Vicious. And her last name is Schwab, and it reminds me of Cotton Schwab from Zoe 101 because Stacey Dilson, and I just love to say her name, Schwab. Anyway, I also know that this book has to deal with monsters. So I will be reading this most likely in October so I can get in the mood, or right now, because like I'm in the October mood right now because there's a sign right there. I just gotta get chalk for it. It says, blank days till Halloween. And I have my potions up. Guys, I'm just ready for Halloween. I'm an October baby. I live the creepy life. But anyway, very excited to read this one. This book that I received was very surprising because I didn't know I was getting it, and also I didn't even know it was a book. It's a very popular movie right now. I've already seen the movie, really enjoyed it, and that is Nerve by Janae Ryan. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know this was a book, but I remember watching the trailer and thinking that this would be a very good book. So I'm hoping when I read this that there's stuff that wasn't added to the movie. I'm sure there is because that's always the case with books to movie adaptations. But I will read this whenever I'm in the mood for it. Next book that I received from Penguin was in my last video, but if you didn't catch that, it is The Reader by Tracy Chee, which is book 1 in the Sea of Ink and Gold series. And this follows a girl named Sephia, and she lives in a world where reading is essentially extinct, which is so scary even to think about. It makes me very anxious. And then on top of that, her father has been brutally murdered, so her and her aunt are on the run. And on top of all of that, her aunt gets kidnapped, and she meets up with these pirates and this guy, and they go on an adventure to help save her aunt. And this just sounds like a lot of fun. It looks magical. This cover is just beyond gorgeous, and I'm very, very excited to read this. Also, there's deckled edges, and every time I feel deckled edges, I feel like I'm playing a guitar because I don't know, a book guitar, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's this. And the last book that I have here I bought, and that is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. This book has been getting so much hype that everywhere I went I saw it and I was like, finally, I need to just get it. And so I got it, and I don't know anything about this book besides it being about assassins, so, I mean, to be honest, if a book is about assassins, most likely I'll buy it because assassins are cool. And I didn't know, but I'm pretty positive this is an adult book because it is $25.99 and the font is really small. I haven't done a lot of research on this book, so I don't know, but originally I thought this was a young adult, but to find out it's an adult is really, really cool. And this cover, I never actually really looked at it. It is creepy and good, and I'm probably gonna read this very soon because I need to even get more so into that creepy mood. So yes, this is Nevernight. These are all the books that I've bought and received in the last couple of months. I have been doing so good with not giving into the urges and buying audiobooks because I'm trying to save money. I'm moving in November, so that's very exciting. But anyways, if you've read any of these books and you'd like to tell me what you think of them, if you liked them, if you didn't, I'd love to know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!